Hi, I'm Ross at Hive Business. In the Hive Group, we act for around 400 dentists. It's not uncommon that a dental practice owner will be looking at their capacity and trying to decide whether they want to open up more surgeries. So I want to consider very briefly today when that may be a correct or an incorrect decision. Now, certainly if you've got a single surgery site, there are a number of very practical reasons why you'd want to open that second surgery up. It's definitely going to open up capacity and demand and revenue kind of ceilings, but there's also very practical reasons why that is not a kind of complex strategic decisions. Beyond that scale though, things get a little bit more complicated. So if you've got 2, 3, maybe even a 4 surgery site and you're reaching your ceiling and looking to open up more, quite often that will require extra build work, and that's not even considering the standard costs, which might be perhaps 50, 60, maybe even 70k to kit out and fulfill a surgery. So the bit I want to pause and reflect about is whether that is the best return on investment for that investment at that moment in time. So very simplistically, what we're looking at is whether we've really got the return on investment out of the existing surgeries that are there. So what we look at as a broad metric, I suppose, is, well, how much revenue is that surgery generating in the first place? And we do believe, we know different corporates have got different barometers for it, but we don't believe those barometers are high enough. So we believe a surgery can and should develop around about 500k of revenue per surgery per year. Now, admittedly, that's not straightforward. We've got to open up hours, we've got to coordinate staff, we coordinate routine, we need the demand to fill it up. But we believe those are better strategic decisions than investing 50 or 60k in order to have, I suppose, what can be medium demand across a much larger kind of cost base. So that's the bit I'm really focusing on here, that what we don't want is to make that investment and get a medium return on investment. It's far better to focus on the bits that we believe should be focused on, which is the ADY, the revenue generating capabilities of the clinicians, opening up capacity and demand, and making sure we're wringing out every last possible iota of capacity, whether it is. Because it's easy to build a new surgery, but I'm questioning the return on investment. Now, I know I'm presenting it as though it's a black and white and polarised answer, and there's always more nuance involved in that. But what I'm asking, I suppose, is a pause and a reflection to try and determine whether we're pressing the easy button to open up more surgery space, or avoiding the more difficult elements, which is really working on our business, making sure we've got the demand there ready, making sure we've got the clinicians that are performing at the level the clinicians should at. They're definitely more difficult, but I'm saying there's more return on investment there.